And we are live. Hi everyone, Lord Johnny Watt's back. And I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we have... I'm back. Yeah, and we're back with a new game for the Department of Mystery series. So this is the second game that I have been given over to try since after Valiant Hearts, which I'd never played before. This is another one called Never Alone. I know next to nothing about this game other than it's called Never Alone, and I appear to have two options of the menu: play and play Foxtails, whatever the hell that means. So we're just going to play it. We'll see what it is. I don't even know what type of game this is. So yeah, let's get lost and see what we discover. So let's do it. Cultural insights. Sounds interesting. Yeah, let's just hit out new game. Okay. Right, so I appear to have already unlocked two cultural insights. So this might be very similar to the facts in Valiant Hearts, but it actually looks like videos, so I'm just going to stay quiet and let's play it and see what we find.
One of the things I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Iñupiaq people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there's this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society from thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Iñupiaq. I'm from the Arctic Ocean.
I am Iñupiaq.
It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
And we're very proud of who we are, and we want to continue that.
Okay, so a couple of those scenes were really cool. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be talking about really harsh life up in Alaska. Okay, so it would be really nice to hear a story. Yeah, it would be.
It'd be busy, busy, busy all through the day. You get up and you just go right to work, right to work.
There's always something to do. There's never any idle time. The only idle time we had was after we eat and before we go to bed.
One of the older people would be relaxing, laying down there and saying, it'd be really nice to hear a story. And then just organically, someone would just start telling a story.
Storytelling for the Iñupiaq people is very important because it not only created that sense of community, but is a way to pass on wisdom to the next generation.
It was like TV, It was just like, it was as good as any movie you've ever seen. And the storyteller told it so clearly that it was just as powerful as any of the greatest movie blockbusters you've ever seen.
There was a reason behind the stories that we were told because they held traditional knowledge. They held things that we might need to know in life, whether it was about how to find food or how to survive, or it was about well-being and the importance of connecting with people and being a good member of the community.
We all do stories. We all live in stories. We all tell stories to our friends. And they need to be told. They need to be heard.
Okay, I do like the idea of just everybody around the fireside and tell a story. Okay, so looks like we've got quite a few of these to unlock. So I'm guessing we'll probably unlock them as we go. I am going to have to turn the subtitles on though, because I am one of those people. I guess I'll find that menu later.
Iñupiaq tiaqsiikpin. Taalaganiranasuk Iñupiaq tuaq qaawiuraqama. Niviaqsiaqarualugu Iñuniaqaniqsuq angayuqaagamani. Sumitaimma. Niviaqsiaqarualuk anguniallatuniqsuq. Aasiisuraqallavluni supayaanik. Iñuniaqotin anuqqautigaiti. Anuqulingaallaaqsuq. Anuqulingaallaaqpaalluni. Kisaimma panirnialiaqsivut. Niviaqsiaqarualuk kisaimma isummeqtoq. Tavrasi kangitsaquaqsigaasumman anuqlisuuruqumagaan. Summan anuqulingaallaaqamagaan. Tavrasi kangitsaquaqsigaasumman anuqlisuuruqumagaan.
Okay, so the artwork in this is really different and weird. Okay, let's watch the next cultural insight. Sorry, I know I'm being quite quiet and not saying a lot here, but yeah, I'm just kind of trying to soak this all in and then figure it out as we go. So, okay, moving on.
So scrimshaw is this really beautiful method of art that's done either on baleen or ivory, and traditionally it was used to tell stories.
Each etching is telling a story of some event. Caribou hunting was taking place. This is what was going on. War began around this time, and so it sort of gives you a timeline of history through etching.
An elder or the person who carved it would literally be able to read the scrimshaw story.
They're like reading a book, in a way.
A lot of the storytelling traditions would be things that after the storytelling was done, we'd just rely on the next person telling it. And so scrimshaw is a very important way for Alaskan Native people to record their history.
Okay, a couple of those drawings are stunning. Wow. That is cool. Okay. Huh. Wow.
Anuqulekpailluni suniraqanaitsoqunni. Tavrani beaqsiaqarualuk ayuungitsoq. Pajjaguniuliqsoq.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh, okay, run. Well, that woke me up. Oh, jeez. Wait a minute, what is that in the background? Is that a fox? Bloody hell, he's getting closer. Okay, unfortunately I am not playing this in co-op mode, so I'm going to switch to the fox. Oh shit. Why did I do that? Right, okay, so we've clearly got the I'm sure I held the bird round. Ah, right, okay. Right. Right.
Tokotawayak tok sisimreome. Araan napkangapiak tok.
Okay. Well, that was a weird start. Right, do I have any more? No, I do not. The weather did not clear up as a blizzard was followed by yet another. So basically it sounds like we're playing a story, which is pretty much the definition of gaming, I suppose. Interesting. Okay, so, well, the fox is coming along for the ride by the look of it. Oh. Alright, we've unlocked another cultural insight. Arctic fox. Cool.
When I was growing up, my grandpa had a pet white fox. If you're a good friend with a fox, when there's danger abound, they try to keep you from getting into trouble. They pull tricks here and there, and foxes are like spoiled little kids in that way. When you let her out, she'd go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let it. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet fox.
Okay, I love the idea of having a pet fox. That is pretty cool. So it looks like it's sort of a platform puzzle, this game, then. Or as I fight against the element. Oh, hello. As I kind of fight against the elements. And drown a bear. Seems reasonable. Ow. Not the most graceful of landings by either of us. Ah, okay. So that's how we fight against the wind. Oh. Is that caribou? Caribou skin? Clothing was the best. Okay.
Caribou it provided for us in many ways.
Our clothing in those days was made of all caribou skin.
I grew up wearing caribou pants, mittens, caribou skin mattress, blankets.
Some people had boots that were made with wolf leggings, sealskin sole bottoms. Baleen was shaved to make insoles. They kept us quite dry and warm as well. But the caribou skin clothing was the best. We would get as many yearlings as we could for our outer clothing. And for a heavy winter, we would get caribou in February or March because the hair was the longest and the skin was the thickest, and we would use those for our winter gear. With that stuff on, you could sleep outside in 50 below and it wouldn't bother you a bit.
Okay. Wow. Right, I like the cold, but I don't know if I like it that much. Ow. Right, so...
Iveaqsiaqalualup kangersingaluq supayaat ikajorteqaranavlugut allaavluni taamna teriganniaq sivuneqsipkangaga iveaqsiaqalualup qanutut peqpaganaqtilaangat tamatkua ikajortauruat.
Huh. I'm guessing I jump? No, apparently not. And what do I do?
Iveaqsiaqalualup kangersingaluq supaya allaavluni taamna teriganniaq sivuneqsipkangaga iveaqsiaqalualup qanutut peqpaganaqtilaangat tamatkua ikajortauruat.
Ah, okay. So play as the fox. Right. A strange little game. Kinda cool though. Right, I know the little dot under the L is making me think I'm going to mispronounce that. Scylla has a soul? Maybe?
Scylla is the weather. It also means the atmosphere. Here's the nuna, or the land. And it's anything from the land into the moon, the sun, the stars. That's Scylla.
It's a very spiritual, and we have a relationship with Scylla. Scylla has a soul in the same way we do as people, in the same way animals do.
I think spirit helpers in and of themselves are really about how we're connected with things. And so it may be that there is a spirit helper that shows themselves as a bird to show you the way home, or it may be a spirit helper that actually decides to show themselves with the face and body of a man instead of their animal form. And so I think one of the things that's hard to understand is that it's not one way of seeing things, it's one way of knowing you're connected to everything.
We've always had that spirituality of everything around us.
It's the interaction you have with the air you breathe, the ocean that you gather resources from, the rivers from which you gather fish, the tundra from which you pick berries, the animals that give themselves. It's all of that.
It's a very different way of living to the way that, well, we'll say the modern world or the Western world sort of live. It is very different.
Iveaqsiaqalualugu teriganniaqalu ikayuutipiaqtuk siqaqaniurutimigani araa kangersinaaitsoqunni qaneq pisilaanga Agalaan tabra ataw chikon aingal.
Oh, careful. It's a very unique and strange little game, this. Okay. Oh, got another one. The Trapping Trail. God, we're flying through these.
In the winter, when we were traveling, we didn't build sod houses, we built snow houses. In Canada, they call them igloo, but here in Alaska, we call them Iñupiaq. We'd do a day of travel, and then we'd make a Iñupiaq. The next day, my father would set traps, spend the day there, rest the dogs, give them something to eat, and then the following day, we continued to the next place. We'd go to my dad's sister, who had a house at Iñupiaq. They had a small sod house over there. We didn't have to do anything. We just visit with them, and my dad and his sister were glad to see each other, and they'd talk away while us kids played outside or go to sleep. By the time we get back to our home, my father would leave us with our aunt or with my grandmother, and then he'd start on his trips and go check his trap line. We were not into 8 to 5 kind of time, you know. We're in a totally different kind. We're in ecological time.
It's a kind of cool and good way of describing it. Sort of an ecological time. Oh. Whew, made it. Oh, geez, nearly overjumped that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot to hold circle there to brace. There we go. Okay, I think I'm just being a bit silly. There we go. Made it. Oh, I wondered what that black smoke was. Oh, crap. We'll just quickly double check. No, nothing new. Cool, so we'll move on.
Iñupiaq tikin ngamalok iviaq siagrol pingan. Iba halaqsimalok sumittaimma. Nikatjakkumanya inniqsuq. Pakit qaangaarnagu ivaqtani. Nunaaqqiq ikiwaqtuaqaniqsuq. Iñumi tuquttaqtaawaniqsitu.
It's said that with each gust of wind, the powdery snow blew in every direction.
Niveaksiarolo perengit ka tauduktani. Taudugunak tuak sunapayak sikuminganeksok. Niveaksiarolo iyuniakatingi pisaulaganexut. Kano kumnya? Ano kolak paskenyam? Dahil na kumenya ito.
Sorry, I walked a little bit slow there just to see the audio, or see the story. So the village has been destroyed.
Tamanga ikumawak toming. Kaharak pam inyo liptaktak. Sumalagula kami ni Beaksiarulong pitingingani. Agalan kaharak paskenyat sa gabing aitik.
Okay, what was that?
Sa gabing sa mga nunamin. Pagkaruhuting nunakemin.
Oh. Jeez, oh, right, so the wind's gonna blow in. Oh. Don't think I'm meant to make that jump. Oh, or maybe I am. Alright, okay, I need to time it, right. Right, well I got it with a fox, so should be able to do this. There we go. Quite unnerving hearing those little laughs in the background. That feels a little too high, so we'll do it that way. There we go.
Hi, Gwen, today. Ukalagtok inyugungaruak upik.
Thought that was a cave for a minute there, but apparently not.
Kano ko ilisimanek pa nga. Isumulagtok ni Beaksiarulong. Kano kita pura, kano ngayingagikpen. Hilaw di ka piyup ko. Ikayo ko niyakalorik pintimon dahil nanakek. Sa bakit ilanga?
Okay, so I need to find the drum. The little owls in the background. That's what I was looking for. Right, so the next one. The heartbeat of the community. Okay.
Drum is something that's common to all cultures in Alaska. All cultures have a drum that may have some stylistic differences or differences in the materials that it's made, but it's still in recognition of life and vitality, and the drum mirrors the heartbeat. And when you continue drumming soon, it will be in line with your heartbeat, because that's what it's supposed to be, the heartbeat of the community, and it symbolizes vitality. And it's the most tremendous feeling to be in a room and to have one long row of all the drummers and to have that feeling of unity and everyone beating in harmony, the drum beat in unison. It's the most beautiful feeling. And to know that you're connected, you're on the land that you are connected to. And even if you grew up outside of the community, that which is in you comes from this area. And it's the greatest feeling.
at it and look what happens. Oh.
He definitely went for it. That is really quite cool. It's cool that this game is sort of giving you just teaching you about a totally different culture as well. It's the second game in a row now that I've done for these live streams that I've wound up. Oh, who the hell are you? That I've wound up playing some form of educational game. Oh. Okay. Little people. Okay.
They're just like other people. They just happen to be very small and extremely strong.
These are stories that are common throughout Alaska. And it's normally the people are in a size from your elbow to the tips of your fingers, and they possess superhuman strength. So they may be tiny, but they can carry a whole caribou.
And if you go up north and you talk to a number of the people in the community, they'll talk about having seen the little people.
There's a place at home that we know, but we don't profess it to anybody.
But it's not like the boogeyman.
They can be mischievous, they can be ornery, or they can be helpers.
And every now and then, we might have the opportunity to see them, especially if they want us to see them.
The fact that it's across Alaska really tells you something about our history and how we interacted with nature around us.
I'm really digging this sort of teaching you about a different culture in like this game. This is very unique. I don't know if I'm going the right way here. I think I am. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, there's the feels kind of wrong to call them the little people. I don't know why. Maybe I've just got a different idea and connotation of the phrase little people.
Asi ane bliting suna idukto sa ulo maga.
Oh. Oh, what the hell? Oh no. Uh-oh. Right, okay. That was... Just did not think of where I was going there. Right. Maybe I need to seesaw this. Oh no, maybe I need to get them all on this side. Okay. I think one more ought to do it. Oh, or not. Okay, so it's two. They all just scatter. I wasn't sure if that was going to burn me or not. Right. Okay. I feel like I've maybe pushed this and I shouldn't have. Oh. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Right, and then... Ah, no, don't jump off. Right. So now I need to push that back because the rope's not long enough.
Iñupiaq siaqarualuk utingaruq qillautiligaaquni. Ukpik qupea chapalugaruq. Asiitapura piviittaqiliutipiallagaga Iñupiaq siaqarualuk. Tainnaquni aitsuutiqilaqangaruq. Ukpik uqallaktuq. Uvvauna qaunagiingagiga iliginun pikitquvlugu.
So what did he give me? Oh, bola. Oh, wow.
The bola is what we call kilamitang. And the kilamitang is made out of braided sinew tied out to some heavy bone which you could twirl. In my case, we're catching ducks.
When we're out whaling, sometimes the ducks start flying. And they're good for duck hunting. You know, if you're a whaling crew, you can't make too much noise. So you can't use a shotgun for getting some duck soup handy, you know. So bola was a really handy weapon to use for catching ducks. You know, the ducks fly in, you throw it up and tangles up the bird, and down they go.
Okay, so it's a weapon. Ah, interesting. Ah, no, wrong way. Oh, right, okay, no, it's coming to me. Okay. Ah, right, okay, right. Oh. There we are. Okay, that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, I reckon. And I think we just move on. Yeah, we do. Okay. I need to remember to hold circle when that happens. I keep forgetting. That way.
Dobrataina igilehotek. Iñupiaq siaqarualum atuqa ukpium aichuta.
It's a very strange experience, this. Like, it's good. Do not get me wrong. I am enjoying the heck out of this game. Oh, come on. That's not cool. That felt unfair. It's just a very strange little experience. guessing it's the fox. Okay. So, what the fox? Oh, right, okay, so it follows the fox. Ah, okay. That's weird. It's also not the easiest of weapons to use. Aye. No, you don't. Oh, I genuinely thought I missed it there. Come on, fox. Good timing on the jump there. There we go. Nailed it.
Sila tane lunakingata Iñupiaq kasawag. Iñupiaq tautu kameo lutkakawa.
It's time to run again. Oh, come on. I'm trying to throw my weapon and it just didn't do it. That's nonsense. Oh, I am crap with this weapon. Right. Let's try this again. There we go. Oh, run, quick, quick. Ah, oh, just get, damn it. Right. I need to get better at aiming with this weapon. My god, I'm awful with this. I've actually forgotten the name of it already. I'll look it up later. Right, there we go. Still get the feeling he's too close. Oh, I got it that time. Hey, here we go. Now what? He's still too close. Now what? Cola. That's what it's called. I think I might be getting a little bit better with it. Maybe. God, this is tense. Following that, it stopped briefly and then became windy all over again. It was difficult to see anything in the blizzard. Okay. Let's see. And we've got our next video, Stranded.
The scaredest I've ever been, I was 12 years old. We floated out on a piece of ice while we were duck hunting. It was a bluebird day, just clear blue skies. And there was 3 of us, myself, my brother, and my dad. Next thing you know, we see this dark shadow on the ice. We look and it goes behind us. So we all jumped up, startled, and my dad, he started running. We got back to the ridge there. The ice had fractured, cracked, and broke off, and we were floating away. We were drifting. It was close enough to where my dad would have made it. He stopped and he thought about throwing us across, and if one of us was on the other side, we would be split up. So he stopped, and he just so happened to have a cell phone on him. 911 didn't pick up. That's the worst feeling in the world right there. 911 did not pick up. So he left a message because they record their calls. Once he had relayed that information, his cell phone died. That was the scariest moment I've ever had in my life. We were floating away and I thought we were left for dead. He kept calm during this situation. He's bringing out everything positive in this case. You know, I'm crying, my brother's freaking out. It went from clear blue to dense fog. Within a couple hours, we heard the chopper flying around, so they must have gotten our message. We thought we were saved, and then the chopper sound went away. So we lit some of the sled on fire. It's plastic. We thought black smoke in the fog would create some kind of marker. Chopper pilot had mentioned when we got rescued, you could see a glow in the fog. And he slowed down there, and sure enough, as soon as he slowed down, we got within visual. That was definitely the scariest moment of my life, was floating away and not knowing what the outcome was going to be.
Christ, you can only imagine. That terrifies me, that idea. Bloody hell. How do you stay calm? How do you find a positive in all of that? God, this little thing's useful. Jesus. Oh crap. Ah. Hesitated. Uh-oh. That does not sound good. Oh, shit. Not this again. This bloody bear. Don't look back. Don't look back. Yeah, come on then. Oh, uh-oh. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, the fish spirits are saving me. Oh, bloody thing's back again. This bear can go suck it.
Isasa ko may akalo nanok ang nagkubit. Pinatitaka video. Kakame nanok likat jalay chok.
Some sage-like advice right there. A hungry bear will never give up. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's about the halfway point on cultural insights. No more thick ice.
We're very much aware of the climate change. And it's been for many years, even before climatologists were noticing the change, Inuit were already saying, Sila alangoktok. Our climate is changing.
If the heat is going the way it is right now, for us it's going to be pretty bad. Different birds are coming, and they're coming earlier, and sometimes rain is more than what we want, because when there's more rain, we know it's going to melt the permafrost.
In my time as a young whaler, when I was 9 years old, we're hunting from ice that was about 25 feet thick. And there was giant icebergs already floating, coming by. That was the first signs of a changing climate. Ice that never broke before was now moving. Now, here it is 50 years later, we're hunting whale from ice that's 18 inches thick. There's no more thick ice.
It's creating a malfunction in our whaling season is what it is. And actually more than that, all seasons in general.
I think we are more scientists than more people will realize. We have more knowledge of those things than people will ever know.
Suppose they would, because they live it. The Inuit people. They have no choice.
Magalan naman na alaw. Luktalanik-sok kalupayak.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. I don't think I would have. And I'm pretty sure I saw another little owl up there. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Ah! Right, okay. Hey, got it that time. A girl and her Nanook? Nanook?
My brother was out seal hunting. He got attacked from behind and managed to grab his knife and save himself. When he came to realize, oh no, it's a mother. We've always known traditionally that we avoid killing a mother. It's always been sacred to us to protect them. He had to present himself to the council, and so he was given the job to mother the baby, and we kept it. It got so big it went over the barricade one day and got to the dog food, and that was an indication that, brother better go teach it how to survive on its own. So he did. I really got attached to the bear because I more or less grew up with it. And some days when brother took him walking, once in a great while he'd put me on the beer and I would ride on it like a horse. I was just happiest little girl in the world.
Boy, that's a story to tell. Let me tell you about the time I went and rode a polar bear. Oh, look out, that's getting a bit close. Trying to keep my eyes peeled now for any other owls now that I know some of them are hiding. Damn it, I had it. Oh, crud.
Tapkok tikisakak nanupsitranga. Asi piyumagili picture. Tikisak dot.
Oh, damn it. There's now a gap there. Okay. Right. Slide jump. Right. Run. Oh, crud. Oh, now what? Just clean jump it? Ah, that's not gonna work. I guess I have to kind of just jump over it. Maybe? Aha, must be. Hey, okay, nope, that works. Run.
Dabra an nagkalawaktuk. Agalan ilikchoreluk.
Oh, bloody hell.
Adimigini.
Cool, so we've not unlocked anything new, let's move on.
Niveaksiagalualugulo. Diriganneagalu imaaktuk. Asi tageum angalat kaksibilugik. Tageum igukkai kairusunginun puktaakpau. Ara kanohurik taimma ipingitpak.
Okay. What? Just a strange little story. I guess we swim. Guess I'm not going this way, must be going the other way. And another owl. Subsistence. Lifestyle? Oh, I'm never gonna get that right.
In, Arctic Alaska, hunting is a really important part of life. It's not just about going and shooting something, it's about going and putting food on the table. But more importantly, subsistence hunting isn't just about the insular family unit, it's about feeding the whole community. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about subsistence hunting in Alaska is that people go out and they'll go get, fish, or they'll get a caribou, and they'll get, seals and whales. And one of the first things they'll do is they'll say, oh, I need to take this to the elders. This isn't just about one individual surviving or one family surviving, it's about the whole community.
We didn't just go out and kill and put in a freezer. It's like a ritual that I learned from my parents.
It's all about relationship. I don't know. I think there's a lot of camaraderie involved, and just being out on the land or being out on the ocean. It's like getting back in tune.
I'd rather be out there. To me, once I go out there, it's the world that I learn from.
Very much that community lifestyle as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess I'm not going that way for now. Okay. I think I'm starting to get the hang of that. Maybe not. I'm gonna say I think I'm getting the hang of some of these jumps, but oh, sugar. Guess I need to go back under. Yeah. Okay. So I'm swimming back through. Oh, right, okay, is this where I go now? What? To the right? Okay. Pretty cool that I can do this without drowning. Playing Blitzball again in Final Fantasy X. Come on, Foxy. There we go. Okay, I didn't need to wall jump there apparently. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, you're going to be unhelpful, aren't you? There we go. Now what? Not quite. I guess I'm going wall jumping again. Oh, I didn't mean to jump down, but oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, whatever I said earlier on about getting better with a weapon, total lies. Complete crock. I need you to come down, buddy. No. Oh, okay. Ah, right, okay. That works. How do I get... Ah! No. Oof, made it. Did not think I'd make that jump. Right. Cool. Right, okay, I may have went a little too ambitious with that one. And there's nothing for me to chase down the way. So I kinda need it halfway. Right, I need it to kinda sit halfway, and I'm not quite sure how to get it there. Unless there's something above that I can drop down. That's so far, looks like a hard no there. Okay. Oh crap. Didn't realise I'd done that. Right, Ah, right, okay. So she can hang on to them. Ah, I didn't realise that. Oh, now I feel like a bit of an idiot. Which, to be fair, is nothing new in this game at the moment. That was a lot more straightforward than I thought it'd be. Right, and there's no little L's down there, is there? No, just a whole load of spikes. That I'm guessing will probably kill me. Oh, hold on. Maybe they won't kill me if I have the fox with me. That was smart. Right. So, oh, shit. I am allegedly good at platforming games, but I'm doing a really good job of proving I'm really not. Right. Right, I think I now need to kind of probably jump up. Or not. I'm now beginning to wonder, how do I get the two... Ah, right, if I park the fox, you just sit there, buddy. Aha. Right, okay. And jump. I made it. I made it. Right. Now... Ah, no, come back here. Because I need you to hang on there. Right. Nailed it. At the 25th attempt. Right. I don't know why I jumped back down, but... Right, I need to be facing the right way. Oh, there's another little owl up here. Right, everything is alive.
Now we spend all our time out in nature. You get very intimate with the world. And over time, if you're living that life, you start to sense that everything has a spirit. There's a consciousness in everything. Everything is alive. If everything is alive, then we want to respect it. And if we're going to use it, we want to use it respectfully.
What I try to tell my nephews and nieces, you know, you love to hunt, you have to take care of the animals that you catch, preparing the food and eating the food that you catch.
Water provides you. The ice brings you life. It provides all those things that you need to be a part of your life.
That was something I grew up with. I grew up respecting the animals. I grew up respecting the land. And that, to me, that is why we as Iñupiaq, as an Iñupiaq culture, as an Iñupiaq people, is why we're so successful.
It is a pretty cool concept, this, I'll not lie. Right, so where are we going? Because I didn't even see where we were supposed to go next, to be honest. Let's try going back this way. Okay, that looks promising. Oh, aha! But I can't hit it because of the waterfall. Okay. I need to drag it along. Can I fire things while I'm in the water? Or can I throw my... No, I can't. Okay. That's good to know. Can I go up here? Yes, I can. Okay. Got nothing that way. Alright, and another video. 2/3 of the way through all of these. Sharing for survival.
I think most central to the ideology of the Iñupiaq is the idea of sharing.
Being able to feed the community, feed others. That's why we hunt. You know, in the old days, that's what you needed to survive, you know.
The sharing is important because it's how the community survives together collectively.
We just give. That's how I grew up. That's the way I'm always gonna be. Because of who we are, we always think about other people first.
If our people didn't share in the old days, we wouldn't have survived in this harsh, climate, environment.
Oh, for goodness sake. Oh my god, really? There we go. 3 attempts to shoot something right in front of me. That's... yeah, not the best. Why on earth did I hit L1 and change character there? Christ. Right. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, this game's got a little bit of a habit of making you look a little bit daft. Done it again there and hit L1. Bloody weird. Right. So this time, don't step in the waterfall. Not gonna lie, a little bit ashamed that it took me 3 attempts at that. Cool, nothing new unlocked, so we'll move on.
Iñupiaq siaqalualugulo teriganniaqalu suvlooqaik aqaviqum qingamigum suvlooqaik aqaviqum sillamun ilaakataktuak sillamun tipineqaik saanganut nunaqqan.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that that said I'd been swallowed inside a whale earlier on, and guess I've never been swallowed by a whale, so I don't know if that's what it looks like inside a whale. But who am I to judge? Oh, moving on. King Island.
Big Diamond, Little Diamond, and King Island. And in those 3 islands are the stepping stones to get to America.
So King Island is this absolutely beautiful place off the coast of Alaska. And if you can imagine being on this really kind of rocky island that kind of shoots up from the water to these cliffs, and then all of a sudden you see these stilts, and then you look up and there are these houses.
They were built on the cliff up high because of the ice. Being an island in the Bering Sea, you have ice that's being pushed by the winds onto the island. So it's going to pile up 50, 60 feet high. Structures are still there today, and people have returned to King Island. It's a growing community as the people return back to their island.
That is genuinely amazing. Wow. At the back of the beyond of nowhere, and there's a bloody village. That's amazing. I feel like I'm gonna get attacked at any given moment here. Maybe my paranoia is setting in.
Tamna nunaqqeq inñitqingaanniqseq tainaptaaq pingavulugu iviaqsiaqaluallugum aimaaqaviatun.
Can hear the whispers of the little people again. Well, I think they're the little people. I'm assuming they're the little people.
Kigo kayat kao mak tit kat nunaket.
Ah, wasn't expecting it to roll back. Made it. Rather dramatic leap as well there, that was probably not required. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, we'll get on. Oh, this one will be cool. Northern Lights. Oh, wow.
When I was young, my mom, whenever the Northern Lights came out, she'd just whistle.
Boy, they come alive. Just keep whistling and that aurora will... Just like, you know, you can almost hear it.
And then she explained to me a little bit later that those are children. And children who've passed away when they were children. You don't want to draw them in too much, you know, is what she said. Because then they could play football with your head. Play Eskimo football. And that's what they want to do. They're always playing, those children up there.
Don't play out without your hood on. If you don't have your hood on, the Aurora person is going to come down and chop your head off and play ball with your head.
It wasn't like they were trying to do bad, you know, or it was like a scary story or anything like that. It was just, that's how it was. That's what it was.
It is somewhat strange to hear like, how other cultures see things. You know, the idea of them playing with your head. Oh. Ah. Bye. Oops. Right, okay, so that's the point of it. Trying to be all sneaky. Trying. Varying degrees of success. Duck. That didn't work. Well, let me go. Right, so let's jump onto this one and then duck on this one. Quick, go, 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 go. Right, I'm thinking I'm probably going to need the fox here. Hi. Because I'm not quite sure how... Oh, right, okay, no, I see it. All of a sudden this has become a stealth game. Right. Oh, there's another owl there. The month of night. Okay. Wow, look at that moon.
In the month of November, there's no sun. So during that dark time, we travel by the light of the moon. It's quite different. Everything was silver and black. Toward the horizon, we could see where caribou are because their body heat flowing upward, and we could see it glowing in the moonlight against a dark horizon where there's no stars. If somebody yelled, you could know who yelled from where the sound came from, but specifically where that cloud of their breath went up and it glowed in the moonlight. So that was a good time to travel. It was very surrealistic. And so things that were dark objects look very close, and white objects look very far.
Wow. I mean, maybe it feels somewhat counterintuitive to me to... maybe I'm overthinking it. I got no idea where I'm going. Oh crap, where am I going? Oh well, yeah, obviously, I'm going this way. Of course. Being a bit daft again. Getting caught up in the culture, folks, that's what I'm going to blame it on. That's not going to end well for me, the wind. Right. Alright, okay. There's no need for the fox to jump on as well. Huh, okay. Oh no. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was really close. Alright, okay, so this has to go... Oh, shit. Okay, that'll work. Ow. Right, so I guess I need to push this one on this side and remove the other one. Okay, maybe I don't need to remove it. Oh, come on, Fox. Goodness sake. I do all the hard work and then you'd blow it for me. Honestly. Ah! Run, 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 run. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Again, not my fault. Quickly. Right, made it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, folks, I was too busy reading than I was actually paying attention to what was going on. That'll teach me. Bloody hell. Jesus. Yeah, this blizzard did come back with a vengeance, didn't it? Bloody hell. Hey. None of this feels stable. Oh, that's not good. Whoa. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Whew, and breathe. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh no. Well, I tried to give him the bowler. Okay, I maybe threw it at him, but I tried. Shit.
Deriganyak allangohone makit peksa. Naga denay tuak ataramik.
Okay. So the spirit of the fox can swim in the air? Or fly? Or... Okay, well, in the next video, animal spirits. Maybe this will explain it.
We are taught that there's no hierarchy. It's not everything else, and then man, humans on top, and they're separate from everything. We're taught that everything is equal, and that all the animals have a human form, or can be seen in a human form. And so they have just as much or more intelligence. In fact, have a lot to teach people. And so that's how these transformations can happen. It's if the animal wants you to see it in its human form. There's a story where a man comes up to an ice hole, and then realizes there's another man in his parka that's got stuck in the net, and is just stuck like that. Oh, can you let me out? Please help me, And so then he lets the man out, but then realizes that was actually a seal. That was a seal man. And just because that seal wanted that help, that seal allowed itself to be seen in human form.
Okay, that is a very interesting concept. For that matter, this whole game's been a very interesting concept. Okay.
Kulangnya khiliwo napakchut nunangat. Terigan niyam kinyaktit kay kanutun pekpakinak tilangi sili. Ikayuy rod ilit kuchich.
Okay, got a little lucky that the wind decided to kick in at that particular moment, but we'll take it. Okay, I can hear it now. Where it is, I do not know. Right, okay, I must have to leap over here. Ah. Okay. Ah, jumped too early. Hey, there we go. I know I heard an owl somewhere. Right, okay, so I guess I'm using the wind again. think that's high enough. Yep. Nailed it. Guessing over here. Still conscious of the fact that I haven't found that owl yet. Although I can hear it again. Just a question of where are you? Whoa. I am really not very good with that. There we go. Rotate it round, but I guess that's not quite going to work. Oh, uh-oh. Is this where that owl's hiding? Where the hell is it? I'd quite like to unlock all of the videos. I've only got 4 left. So trapped a little bit. There we go. Not gonna lie, I've got no idea if I'm going the right way. Oh, sugar. Now, there is something up here as well. Okay. So let's pull this into view. Wow. Oh my god, I cannot hit it. There we go. Holy crap, that took way longer than it should have. magical bird. And another. There's that owl again. What the hell is it? There you are. Hey. Okay. Rebirth and naming.
We have our Dimi, the body, which returns to Nuna, the earth. And we have Atik, who is our name that has been passed down to us over the generations. The spirit of our Atik lives on so long as man remembers that name. It would be hard to describe what happens after death. The feeling is that when our Anik returns to Sila, then that may be reborn if the name is passed on to a new child who can then retain some of the memories of the original name.
And so it's not uncommon for grown-ups or adults to meet a child who has the same name maybe as their grandmother and say, "Hi, Aka," which means grandma, "Hi, Appa," or "Hi, little mom," or "Hi, little dad," because it's the traditional belief that the soul, is continuing on.
Humans are renewed and replenished over time. Just like our plants. Every year flowers are born and bloom and they die. Next year they are born again.
I'll no lie, I got lucky there. Oh, right, okay, that's something I can grab onto, yep. Pull this across a little. That's as far as she's going, so I need to time my jump again. Oh. Ow. I think we're going to leave it there, folks, for now. I know it doesn't look like we've got many of the videos left at all, but I think this is probably a nice little place to stop, and we can pick it back up here next time. Yeah, what an interesting and unique little game this is. I don't know what to make of it. I know I've been pretty quiet through quite a lot of this experience, but it's pretty cool hearing how another culture lives and what they think about the world we live in. I do seem to find myself straying onto these educational games without actually meaning it, but this has been pretty cool. I wonder if... I've got no idea how long it is, full disclosure, so there's a possibility I could be stopping this right at the end, but we'll leave it there, and we'll come back and play the next part next time, and who knows, maybe even finish it. So thank you very much for watching. As always, feel free to subscribe, follow on Twitch, Steam, not Steam, that's completely wrong, Twitch, Twitter and YouTube. You can look up all the old gameplays as well, including the complete playthrough of Valiant Hearts is now up there too, along with A Way Out, and a couple of other videos will be coming soon. a couple other projects I've got in mind. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, folks, and I will see you next time. I've been Lord Johnny Mott, and I am signing out.